3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? We are back with another review, and this time it's a new movie review, Death on the Nile. So this video is going to be a non-spoiler review. We're just going to talk about our general thoughts, like what we liked, what we didn't like, what stuck out to us. We'll have another spoiler review later. But for this video, for those that don't know, the movie synopsis is a Belgian sleuth, Hercule Poirot, played by Kenneth Branagh, Egyptian vacation aboard a glamorous river steamer turns into a terrifying search for a murderer when a picture-perfect couple's idyllic honeymoon is tragically cut short. So, Alex, when did you see the movie?
David, I saw it Saturday.
Oh,
yes.
Same.
Yeah, right.
What did you think about the movie? What were your general thoughts?
General thoughts. I mean, overall, I enjoyed the film. It was a bit long, especially in the beginning, just like trying to ramp up to everything. But I understand that as, okay, you got to lay some groundwork because these are new people coming in and we don't know their history and how they interact with each other.
I agree. I liked, because, the only real character that we know is Kenneth Branagh's character. Oh, we should also mention the movie is directed by Kenneth Branagh as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
He directed the first and second one. Side note, he directed Thor, the first one.
And I didn't know that.
The only character that we really know is his because we saw his character in Murder on the Orient Express. I liked, the character development with all the characters and the colors. The colors were really bright. I was surprised by how bright everything was. Really contrasty.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, especially for Egypt and during the day.
Yeah.
I hope it'd be bright.
Yeah, I like that. I like, every suspect had a reason to why you would assume they were the suspect.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, I didn't even know which one it was at first.
I do feel like because of the way the Orient Express was, it set my expectations a little too high just because I felt like the suspect was going to be like a big reveal. Like based on how the story was played out, you kind of saw it coming in the beginning.
I mean, in the beginning, I knew something was up. It took me by surprise in the end.
Yeah, for me, because I
thought it was going to be totally something else.
Yeah, because I watched it with my girlfriend and we put a bet like who it would be.
Oh,
I was wrong. Because I expected it to be a big reveal. Because the character that she had mentioned, like who it could be, I was like, nah, too obvious. Like that would make it too easy. Like this is a whodunit movie. What did we just have before this? Knives Out, Murder on the Orient Express. Like it has to be a crazy reveal. So I was expecting it to be like you didn't see it coming. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see it coming, but.
But that's how it was for me. Watching it overall, I thought it was an enjoyable movie. One thing that I think it's not spoiling anything, but what I thought stuck out was the CGI in the film.
Yeah, that stuck out for me too, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, I
was like, oh, this is really obvious. There's a green screen.
Yeah, there's a bit of an uncanny valley going on.
Yeah. And I'm like, is that because of budgets or something else?
A part of me wonders if it's because the colors.
Maybe.
Because, normally with colors, you can kind of hide the sketchy CGI. But with this one, it's so bright that I feel like...
it was just like popped.
Yeah, everything just popped in front of you. So I feel like... I'm wondering if that's why I felt like a bit of an uncanny valley going on.
Yeah, there may be something to that, actually.
Yeah, and like what you're saying earlier with the movie, it felt kind of long. I do agree. I feel like the story has a weird pacing issue where there's an event going on, we're following along, and it stops, and it's just kind of like we're dealing with this long sequence of just conversations going on.
And I was just like, okay, this is kind of, you could just totally cut this out, and the story would still progress.
Yeah.
Honestly, for the death scene...
yeah,
it did take longer than I expected.
Yeah. Overall, I think, not spoiling the movie, the story itself at its core is a story about love or like hopelessly in love, right?
Just in time for Valentine's Day too.
Yeah, which I did not realize that. Like, I was like, why does this movie come out on Valentine's Day? It's a murder movie.
I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I guess they're trying not to, compete with everyone. But watching the movie, I'm just like, oh, everyone's in love.
Yeah, everyone is in love, and everyone has a reason. But it's also like their love causes them to do things where like some causes them to do something horrific, and others it causes them to do something honorable.
I mean, That's what love is,
Yeah.
really. But yeah, I mean, this film is really different from the first one. The main base of the story, you know, where love is really, you see what love does to people in different ways versus the first one was just like revenge.
Oh yeah. The first one, yeah, I did not see it coming, like who the murderer was or murderers were. But overall, like, what would you rate the movie right now out of 10 if you had to rate it?
I mean, honestly, out of 10, I'd probably go with like a 7.3. I enjoyed it and I would totally see it again.
Yeah, I would probably give it if I had to think about it, I'd probably give it a 7 or a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. I'm leaning more 7. Yeah, the pacing's a bit long, but like it still kept me wondering who was the murderer, because they try to do a lot of like red herrings to make you try to figure out who the murderer was. So I enjoyed that. Like at times it got me that I thought like, nah, I know who the killer is now. But no, I was wrong.
And I mean, there are like subtle hints in the beginning too.
Overall, I'd give it a 7. Yeah, 7 out of 10, I think.
And that's our non-spoiler review, guys. Stick around and we'll have the spoiler review out in a couple days.
Yeah.
Bye.